The FDCPA Quick Tips are a series of podcasts covering important compliance issues within the collection industry. Lawsuits over FDCPA violations make up 84% of all lawsuits against the debt collection industry. In the past few years, failing to state the mini Miranda warning to consumers over the phone and in written correspondence has caused more complaints and lawsuits than any other FDCPA violation. In this podcast, we'll go over 3 questions. First, what exactly is the mini Miranda warning? Second, why do you have to state the mini Miranda warning to consumers? And finally, what are the legal consequences if you do not state the mini Miranda warning to consumers? The FDCPA requires collectors to tell consumers the following phrase: "This communication is an attempt to collect a debt, and any information will be used for that purpose." The mini Miranda warning must also be included in written correspondence with consumers. It's required in all post-judgment communication, such as a post-judgment settlement letter, and it's also required when sending a receipt to a consumer acknowledging the receipt of payment by a debt collector. The Federal Trade Commission requires collectors to state the mini Miranda disclosure clearly, whether in the initial or subsequent communication with the consumer, meaning the mini Miranda disclosure must be clear, readable, and noticeable by even the least sophisticated consumer. It is required in any and all oral and written communication conveying information regarding a debt. This includes phone conversations, first and all subsequent written letters, receipt of payments, and all post-judgment communication. But why do you even need to state the mini Miranda warning to begin with? First, it lets consumers know that they are being called because they owe a debt, and for no other reason than this. And second, it prevents debt collectors from gaining information from unwitting consumers. Finally, what happens if you do not state the mini Miranda warning to consumers? Did you know that from 2007 to 2009, complaints about debt collectors failing to identify themselves grew the quickest of all complaint types? In 2009, complaints about this behavior totaled 21,012, up from 1,227 in 2007. That's an increase of over 1,600%. Even if consumer lawyers are jumping on this violation with more frequency, too many collectors are still forgetting to say the mini Miranda and are putting their agency at risk for unnecessary and expensive lawsuits. More importantly, these mistakes give your agency and the entire collection industry a bad name. But what happens if a third party hears a voicemail with the mini Miranda? Technically, this is an FDCPA violation. To avoid further complaints and lawsuits, the recommended mini Miranda script is as follows. This is a message for Mary Smith. If you are not Mary Smith, please hang up. If you are Mary Smith, please continue to listen to this message. There will now be a 3-second pause so that you may hang up. Ms. Smith, you should not listen to this message so that other people can hear it, as it contains personal and private information. This is Bob Jones from ABC Collection Agency. This is an attempt to collect a debt by a debt collector. Any information obtained will be used for that purpose. Please contact me about this important matter at my phone number. In the future, prevent these unnecessary complaints and lawsuits by remembering to state the mini Miranda warning in all your oral and written communication with consumers. For more information about the mini Miranda warning, visit www.acainternational.com.